Alright, this is a Rocket League analysis for Naterocks2121, also known in-game as NaterTater. We're going to be going over this replay mostly step by step, but it looks like the first three goals are pretty consistent with no saves by the looks of things, which means the first three goals are probably mostly okay. So we're going to go right through this. This is for a threes game in Wasteland. I don't know why it's laggy in the first bit, but it is. Probably could have been a little bit away from Crone in that first challenge, but good job waiting because you didn't see your teammate rotating back right away. I can tell you one thing though. Going for that, if you would have listened. Because it is hard to hear that, but listen. Did you hear the boost? If I remember your teammate's name correctly. Which one was it? Oh, yeah, it was Denny. You can see Denny is right behind you on that ball. If you go back. And right here, Denny's chasing you, wanting that ball. So if you were to listen to that, you would have known that your teammate was up. And that you should not be going up on this ball because you know that's where he's going to end up. So instead, instead when you came up the wall with this ball, what you could have done was made a little bit of a fake challenge. Okay, I don't know why that unpaused. But when you're coming up the wall, you could have fake challenged, headed back, wave dashed off the wall, and headed straight back. Because as you can see in the last frame, you have a teammate up around here with you, and also one on the other side of the net. That's not something that you want. And that's something that could have been easily avoided. Again with that challenge, Denny actually is headed back right now. We're going to go back a little bit more here. Because you get a good glimpse of that Denny was there and now he's not. And right now, you have three things that you can see. You can see that your teammate is going up for this challenge. But by the looks of his angle, he's actually going to be going probably right about here. And he might get a touch. He might get an underside touch and bring it out towards the net. But you don't have a goalie. So your goal, because you don't know if Denny is over in this corner or if he's almost back, is if you turn off ball cam for about a half second, you can see if your goal is to head back or if your goal is to be second man and stay up. Luckily, they did not shoot it on target, so Denny was able to get back. If they would have shot it on target, it would have been a goal. Good idea to come back, realizing your positional error. However, I don't think that challenge was actually necessary. If we fall back here. Right here. Oh, let's go back in our frame. Again, you saw earlier that your teammate challenged this way. So, you do not challenge unless Denny is rotating behind you. Because right now, you're last man back. Denny is out of the play, and your other teammate is out of the play. So you have no one defending your net. And should Cordy have a good dribble going on, that would be an easy goal. Cutting rotation here, kind of. What wasn't a terrible cut, but Crony is ready for this ball. Denny just challenged, and he didn't have the best recovery. Because he just flopped. Crony is literally coming out of this net right now. He is ready for that challenge. I need to go back again. This is my first time using this pen as a tool, so... Alright, so right here you can see Crony is coming in, and he's literally on his way, because he just came from the boost. He's going for that ball. But as you cutting rotation, because then Kenny is out of the play. He's done. He's going to bounce off of here, and then probably head back to net. But you are first man back, hitting the ball towards that way, basically. Obviously, you can actually come around it and hit it that way. But you also have two people that are going to be blocking you. At least one is probably in mid, and the other one is going to be over on your right side. So what you should be doing, instead of going for the ball, is rotating behind Crony, and then going when Kenny gets back. Or Denny, rather. Like I said, you can see Seriously was there, ready for the challenge. Although it does look like that they were very easily punished because Cordy actually did come out on that. I don't know if there's glitches right here. I'm seeing a few of those. Okay, you didn't make the same mistake twice. You went back into net rather than challenging the corner. Slightly sloppy of a wave dash, but obviously that can be improved with time, and that's a goal. That was a very good goal. Very good read. Nope. What are you doing? Denny has a more straight angle right now. And if we were to go forward just a couple frames here. Right now, Seriously is forced to go into defense. So for you to challenge Denny, again, it's a rotation cut. Denny is farther away from the ball, but it's much easier for you to head back. It's kind of a toss-up, honestly. But this does result in a double commit, and you don't know if Denny has boost or not. Denny was sitting on the wall not long before that, and this was early on the kickoff. If Denny didn't get that corner boost, and he just decides to come out, then it would result in a triple commit because Crony is out of the play. I don't believe Denny does come out. Actually, let's take a look at that for a second. I'm trying to switch, but it's not gonna let me, so. Sloppy recovery, but you didn't make it obvious that you were rotating back. So that was the key thing to display there. Good notice that your teammate was going, so you backed off. Although I do feel like you are too far behind here. You did manage to get to the play and score. But if we were to go back and reconsider your positioning, because you could have gone from where you were, and you're turning like this. I can see right now 1, 2, 3, 4, and boom, you're in the play. When both people are up and the entire play is on this side, it's bound to get thrown to the other side. So as long as you are over in roughly about mid or slightly on your side, on the opposite side, the likelihood that you're gonna get gonna be out of position is less likely. Now, of course, there are pinches that are gonna go straight to net, but if that were the case, you would still be out of position going for boost, like you did here. You use boost to get boost, and then it's instantly gone. You just used half your boost. So if you would have taken that route, you would have had 48 boost, and then you could have taken the mid if you wanted it. Okay, so you did manage to get a touch, but that wasn't your ball to go for. Sure, Crony shouldn't have gone up like he did, but a guy in this position, this is a shadowing position right now. So he is bound to go up for that and try to get a touch. Your teammate, out of position. So if you go up for this, you are last man back. And if you didn't get a touch, it'd be a goal. So you're lucky you did get a touch to throw off Lee's attack. And Kane was not accurate enough to actually take a shot. The inconsistency of the opponents is really what helped you benefit here. A little too far up, though. That's another one of those last man back cannot be too far up things. Because right here you can see Crony is up. So your first instinct should be to head back. You are almost in the right, and then you change your course. So right here, keep on heading back. I don't know why the pen got smaller all of a sudden. Yeah, keep on heading back. Because Crony is up, and your teammate is in the corner. He's probably going to head for boost, and Crony is obviously going to go for this and then go for boost if he can't follow. So both your teammates are up in the front half. You need to be heading back, wait for your chance to attack. Good clear. Seriously, did manage to get a good touch. You notice your positioning. Good thing there. You're waiting for your teammate. You can hear him now, so you go. That's what I would have done. Backed off as soon as I saw it. This could have easily been avoided right here. Let's back off by 10 seconds. Alright, so you could see all your teammates, even though one was out of view. Because right here, Crony challenges, and he is out of your view. He is gone this way. I really need to make that bigger. I don't know how to make that bigger. But he has gone out of your view. He is out of here. I want it bigger. I figured it out. There we go. So yeah, he's gone over here. And Cordy, or sorry, not Cordy, Denny is over here in front of you. So you can see he's headed back. So you should be okay to challenge. However, no one challenges yet. And then you can see Denny was up. Alright, so now you have clear view of both your teammates. So you can see Crony is headed back, but now you can see he's actually turning. Denny, he's kind of headed back, but you give him 2 seconds, and he's also turning in. So you could see that Crony was turning in, and he's bound to go for this, because he just got full boost. Denny is low on boost, somewhat, because look at seriously just got that boost. But Denny's turning in. Crony is also turning in, so you going for this ball is not a good idea. You should rotate in net and wait for the challenge. As you can see, the result of this triple commit ends up being none other than the first goal that blue team gets. But I do notice that you answer back with your own goal. I'm just going to skip that. This is not a challenge you need to be going for. It's very risky to do so. Because everyone on kickoff either goes for their corner boost or mid boost. So Crony is basically out of this play. Denny, as you saw earlier, is in fact going for this ball. So Denny is going for this ball and Crony is out of your sight. So you should be rotating to roughly about here. This is where you should be stopping pretty much. You actually could just rotate right here and then challenge if it need be. But by going up here, if Crony decided to challenge us too, it would be a wide open net. Luckily Crony did stay back. I don't even think going for that was even necessary. I noticed you started to, and then you backed off. I don't think that was for boost since you had, 50 boost. So what you could have done instead, especially since you didn't know where Denny was I would have done a little bit of a turn this way, turn off ball cam, and see where Denny is, and then either rotate behind him if he is close to net, or cut rotation and be right about here for a challenge. Because should Crony miss, which I don't think he got the best touch, you would be here now, challenging that ball. And let's just take a peek at Denny here. It looks like he was actually getting ready to challenge that. But like I said, he was going wide. So it ended up being him that saves it. But he wouldn't have had you already been here ready to challenge that. This is a triple commit and a half, honestly. Because after coming out of that, let's fall back here. So right here, you can see 1-2 teammates. You were last back. You instantly needs to head back because you have only one guy on your side. Seriously is right here, and if we were to backtrack just a little bit, we actually can see you can see that Kane is actually headed back. But that means that if Seriously misses and the challenge heads back, then he has a powerful clear towards your net. So you should not be up. You should actually already be back at this point. And it looks like your teammates did not head back. Crony definitely should have. Like, I don't know why Denny's up. But Denny is definitely panicking at this point. But Crony, instead of going for net, did go for boost. That's not on you, that's on him. I'm gonna need a nap to go for that, because then that's definitely a bait challenge. First instinct should, well, I guess, yeah, challenging was a good idea because Denny was already headed back. Again, watch your challenges. Denny is not back. Now he just finally started heading back. But he's not going to beat the ball there. And now he's challenging. And since you got bumps, you cannot head back. This all roots back to 10 seconds before when you pushed up as Denny was flying across net. If you would have stayed back around mid until Denny got back to mid, this challenge wouldn't have happened and you wouldn't have gotten bumped, which would not have resulted in that goal. In the end, it does look like you did win, but there were a lot of flaws in positioning and a little bit in mechanics. Good fast kickoff. You almost got rotation. I saw that little hesitation there. You gotta need to head back last second just in case. But that wraps up the replay analysis. Biggest things are positioning and just making sure that you're not pushing up as last man and not cutting rotation. I think those are the biggest takeaways for this. Hopefully that did help you, and I'm willing to do more analyses with you, but the first one is always free only because I'm willing to do it for a review. Beyond that, it does cost money. I do apologize for that, but I hope this does help you, Nate.